Hi, Todd Warren here in the Forecast Center with an update on some hot and humid weather on the way for the ArkLaTex for the foreseeable future. A quick look at temperatures early this Thursday afternoon. You can see that we've warmed up into the upper 80s to low 90s with a partly cloudy sky all across the ArkLaTex, and temperatures are only going to get hotter during the next couple of days. We still have this big upper level ridge which is centered over the eastern sections of the country. It is gradually expanding more towards the south and west and will become situated across the southern half of the country here this weekend, and then it'll set up shop a little bit further to the west as we go into the last half of next week, and that will allow at least some hope of a little bit of rain, but it really doesn't look like much. Here's a look at Robin's Story Futurecast as we go through the nighttime hours tonight. We'll see a mostly clear sky. Might see a few clouds around the area. Tomorrow, expect a mix of clouds and sunshine as we likely will stay dry tomorrow. Looking at a partly cloudy sky across the area tomorrow night. And as we progress our way through Saturday, Futurecast shows a spattering of showers, but 10% or less as far as the rainfall chances for Saturday, and of course that means we're going to stay dry for Saturday evening, Saturday night, Sunday, Monday, and probably Tuesday. It's looking very dry here across the ArkLaTex. And here's the reason why. You can see the upper level ridge and how it's going to expand to the south and west, settling over the southern plains and southern Rockies here heading into the weekend. That's when we will see some of the hottest temperatures, upper 90s to close to 100, actually starting this weekend, and we'll see that rather extreme heat continue through most of next week as that ridge will weaken some. You can see the possibility for some scattered thunderstorms Wednesday. Wednesday does look to be the day that we'll have our best chance of rain with this little disturbance that's going to be working its way into the southeastern sections of the country. And then the ridge will try to reestablish itself over the eastern half of the country, and we will continue with a chance for some rain, but those chances looking very slim. And keep in mind, anything that does manage to develop should be rather isolated, somewhat organized, so if you get some rain, consider yourself lucky, as not going to be looking at much. The main story is going to be the heat, with highs close to 100 basically this weekend and much of next week. The heat index will likely be near or above 105 and could eclipse 110 at times. The latest outlook does show, especially during the middle and last half of next week. So I make preparations to deal with quite a bit of hot and humid conditions, dangerously hot and humid conditions, with that heat index near 110 at times next week. Rainfall, as I mentioned earlier, if you get some, it's not going to be much. The blended model is kind of hinting towards the eastern quarter of the area, where amounts could be slightly higher in that range of a quarter to maybe a half an inch. Amounts will be a tenth of an inch or less pretty much elsewhere across the ArkLaTex, and there's no hope for any tropical development to bring us some rain. As you can see, watching two areas according to the National Hurricane Center. And second disturbance, as I've been mentioning for the past couple of days, could develop next week over the southwestern sections of the Gulf of Mexico. This disturbance, just like Alberto did, will probably move into Mexico and not really impact our area. So your forecast for tonight is looking mostly clear. Temperatures will fall into the upper 60s north to the low to middle 70s over the south. That includes 74 in Shreveport and 69 degrees for the nighttime low tonight in Texarkana. Tomorrow, lots of sunshine, a few clouds mixed in, highs generally in the middle 90s, 96 in both Texarkana and Shreveport, 95 degrees for the high temperature in Natchitoches. And your 10-day forecast shows we crank up the heat even more, basically from Saturday through next weekend. Highs at the very least will be in the upper 90s with a couple of days of triple-digit heat possible. Right now it looks like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and possibly next Saturday, the days where that chance may be at its highest. And again, best chance of rain likely middle of next week on Wednesday. So summer is definitely here on this first official day of summer, and it looks like Mother Nature's timed things perfectly, as we'll see the high heat and humidity all of the rest of this week and all of next week.